Okay, today we're going to be doing my wish list for 2024. We're doing this. It's like 8:30 at night. I'm in my PJs. Nice and cozy. Got my laptop. Okay. We're going to be going through my wish list and the plants that I got from my wish list from last year, and also going through my new wish list for 2024. Okay, so first of all, let's review my wish list from last year and go through the plants that I managed to attain from my wish list. Okay, so I will put the picture on the screen. It was a big wish list last year. And I got about 6 plants, which isn't too bad, but I got obviously a bunch of others which wasn't on my wish list. Okay, so the plants that I managed to get from last year, I had written down Anthurium persei. So I didn't actually get just like the pure Anthurium persei, but I did get a hybrid from that plant. I got the Anthurium crystallinum and persei F hybrid. That is one of my favourite plants. I absolutely love her. She's doing really well. I have talked a bit about her lately. So yeah, I got a form of that plant at least. Okay, and then speaking of that hybrid, I actually did have written down Crystal Hope, Anthurium Crystal Hope, which I didn't realise was actually the Crystallinum and persei F, so I did get that one. Okay, and then I have got my Croniana, my Hoya Croniana Eskimo or Super Silver. I got that at the start of the year, I think. She's also thriving, doing really well. So yeah, I'm really glad that I got her. And of course I got my Alocasia Frydek, my variegated Frydek. This wasn't written down on my wish list, but it has always been a dream, a massive dream wish list plant. But I did take her off from like my actual like wish list in writing because I don't know, I was just like, I don't want to kid myself anymore. It was really expensive, and of course it was always up there in my mind. But yeah, I managed to get her in a trade, and I'm literally talking about her all the time. But yes, she is literally one of my top 3 favourite plants now. Absolutely love her. And then my Silver Sword, my philodendron Silver Sword, I got her in the middle of the year. She's doing pretty well. I actually have 2. I got given one and then I brought the other one. So that's climbing up a moss pole and she's doing pretty well. And then finally I got my philodendron Majestic, the hybrid of the Varicosum and the Sodori. And she's doing really well. I took a bunch of cuttings. I have talked about her quite a bit as well. And she again is one of my absolute favourites. Okay. Yeah, and like I said, I got obviously a bunch of others that weren't officially on my wish list, which was nice. Okay, now we move on to my wish list for 2024. So again, it's a long list. It's a really long list, but I'm only just going to talk about the ones that I am most desperate for. So I've got quite a few Anthurium on this list, but the one that I'm most desperate for is the Crystallinum Magnificum Luxurians hybrid. I am literally obsessed with this plant. I see a fungus gnat in my cabinet. Yeah, I would absolutely love that plant. I first saw that plant from Wild Fern. She has that plant and oh my goodness, it is stunning, but it's impossible to find. Like, I just can't find it anywhere. I've looked and looked. Even if it's just like a little seedling or some seeds, I would just, yeah. Maybe I'll have to crossbreed myself. I don't think I will be getting that plant anytime soon, but that I would absolutely, I'd love that plant. I forgot to look at the pictures. Let's have a look at some pictures to remind myself, because I haven't looked at her in a while. Anthurium Crystallinum Magnificum, and there's also not a lot of Luxurians hybrid. There's also not a lot of pictures either, because I mean it's clearly not a popular. Oh my goodness, what the heck? My laptop just died. Excuse me? She was literally on charge like all day the other day. Okay, I'm back. I'm so sorry about that. Just decided to die on me for no reason, even though it was on charge like a week. Yeah, I have no idea what I was saying. I just think it's a really hard to find plant. I can't even find any pictures. Ooh, is this it? No, this is just Luxurians, isn't it? Yeah, there's not even any pictures. Yeah, I just don't think I'll be getting my hands on that plant anytime soon. If ever. I just It's really sad, but what can you do? Next plant, we're going to move on to the Hoyas. Again, I have sectioned them into different genuses of the plants. So this plant was kind of on my wish list for last year. It was kind of off and on, so I can't remember if I mentioned it. This is the Hoya Hushkliana variegated, and I mean, yeah, I think I did mention this last year actually. I just think this is, I would really like this in my collection. Yeah, I just want to get more into Hoya really, and I can see myself having this. This is a really, really pretty Hoya. There's not too many pictures of this actually either. Okay, let's move on to the next Hoya. This was the next three or four Hoyas I mentioned last year as well. The next one is the Hoya New Guinea Ghost. Let's have a look at some pictures. Yeah, I just think, oh my goodness, I would love this plant. Oh my goodness, it is stunning. It is so stunning. Oh my goodness, I mean, especially when they sunset, that beautiful pink and red. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So I've got the, what have I got? The Hoya Grey Ghost, which I thought was a little bit similar to the New Guinea Ghost. I was like, well, do I really need the New Guinea Ghost? But after looking at some pictures, like, they're pretty different. I would love the New Guinea Ghost because, yeah, they are considerably different. If I could get most of these to a trade, that would be that would be brilliant. Okay, and then the next one, Hoya Wilbur Graves. This plant, oh my, I don't have the words. I really don't have the words. Some of these I mean, oh my word, it is absolutely, I just don't have the words. It is absolutely stunning. I would rather wait to get a highly variegated specimen. It would be totally worth it. Yeah, I am jealous of when I see anyone who has this plant. They're not too expensive. Let's have a look. Ooh, so there's the Wilbur Graves. This is from China, $50. So that's like, I don't know, £35. Okay, yeah, that's like £39. That's still quite a lot of money, really. Everything is in dollars. I don't really know why. They're not really that common either. There's only a few good variegated specimens that pop up on eBay every so often. Oh my goodness, that is gorgeous. That is $70. Yeah. Oh, $25, which is only like £20. See, it's not, if you want it cheap, it's not going to be that variegated, which is no good. So I'd rather wait for them either to go down in price or to get through a trade, because I don't really want to spend that much. Not that I have the money to spend on it at all. Anyway, let's just stop looking because, yeah, this is not doing me any good. The next one, this one is a little bit similar to the Wilbur Graves. That is the AH074. Hoya AH074. Yeah, this one again, just really, really beautiful, especially the highly variegated ones. I think this is more cheaper, more accessible to buy than the Wilbur Graves. I could get this through a trade, probably before the Wilbur Graves. Oh my goodness, some of these pictures, wow, yeah, just absolutely stunning. Oh my goodness, there's like some just like pure white leaves. That is absolutely beautiful. Yeah, so that is a big wishlist plant as well as the Wilbur Graves. And we've got the Hoya Matilde Super Splash. Again, these last three have been a bit similar. The variegation's quite similar. I'm talking about the highly variegated Matilde. Matilde Super Splash or Super Silver. Yeah, it's kind of hard to find. Okay, ooh, here it is. Yeah, so it's actually really similar to the Wilbur Graves. Oh my goodness, that is so cute. Oh my goodness, that is literally the cutest thing. Can you see that? Do you see the fuzz on that leaf? I mean, how cute is that? The variegation is quite similar to the Wilbur Graves, just in a round fuzzy form, and that is just absolutely adorable. These are a little bit harder to find because like the really variegated ones especially, I don't really know why. Oh my goodness, are you being serious? There's a whole pot of highly variegated Matilde. $600. Are you being serious? Yeah. Maybe that's not... Oh! This one's $26, which is only like £20 for like 5 leaves, which isn't too bad. Wow. Oh, this one's $8. I have no idea why this is all in dollars, but it's really annoying me. Another absolutely stunning plant. But yes, I've talked about those particular Hoyas quite a lot, especially to do my wish list. So let's just move on. These last few weren't actually on my wish list last year. They are newly on the wish list. Okay, so the next one is Hoya Serpens, which I'm not desperate for this really. I would like to maybe just get like, even just like a little cutting from this. I wouldn't mind, honestly. I'm not desperate for this plant to grow it out. But yeah, I mean, I'd be pretty happy with a little baby cone, honestly. I could probably easily get that through a trade because they're really cheap. Although, I've gone on shopping and there's no results. So I have no idea. This is quite a cheap Hoya. I don't know. It's kind of... Again, I'm not 100% sure about this plant. It's been off and on my wish list quite a lot. That's why I'm not really desperate for it, but I'd like to try it just to see. That's why I'd probably just want like a small cutting, because I'm not 100% sure if I'm gonna love this plant, but I'd like to try it. Ooh, a Hoya Serpens Silver. This is $150. What in the world? 8 to 12 leaves, rooted plant is $150. Maybe not. Anyway, let's move on to the next plant. This one I would really love. This is a little bit harder to find, a little bit more expensive, I think. That is the Hoya latifolia. Oh my goodness, that is huge. Yes, I first saw this in a plant shop and it was just like a one big beautiful leaf, and it was like £45, so it's a little bit expensive, but the leaf was gorgeous. So yeah, it's been on my wish list ever since, and I would really love to try this plant. I just love the firmness and the roundness of this Hoya and would really love to try it. It's definitely different to the Hoyas that I have now. How many Hoyas have I got? I've got 3 Hoyas, and they're all variegated, so I'd like... Oh my gosh, I just saw my Hoya. Look, my Hoya Crimson Queen is just going, oh, absolutely crazy. And you can even get the variegated ones, which are beautiful as well. So yeah, definitely different to my other Hoyas, but would love to try this one, definitely. Okay, this one, I'm not entirely sure how to say this one, so let me just Google it first. Oh my gosh, this is stunning. Oh, this is Hoya Silver Dollar. I think I've just discovered a new wishlist plant. Oh my goodness, I have just found Hoya Silver Dollar. Never seen this one before. This is absolutely stunning. It's more of like a mint yellow kind of variegation. But wow, that is really nice. No, the plant that I'm trying to find is... I must have written this down wrong. I've got written down Hoya Silver Dollar again. That is going on my wish list because, oh my goodness, that is stunning. Let me just write this down. Hoya Silver Dollar. Not entirely sure how much they're going for, but I'll soon find out. What I had written down was Cytiantha Silver. But yes, I must have... Oh, is this it? Nope. Yeah, I must have written that down wrong because it wanted to correct it to Cynthia Silver, and there is no such Hoya. So I don't know what that plant is. I'm pretty sure Fern, again, had this plant, and that's where I found this plant. So yes, I know it's silver and it's gorgeous, very similar to like the AH074 and the New Guinea Ghost, those kind of vibes. But yeah, I must have misspelled it because I can't find it. Apparently there's no such Hoya, so yes. Moving on. Okay, we've actually got the Hoya linearis. There's actually a lot of Hoyas on this list. Yeah, so this has become more of a bigger wishlist plant. I mean, last year I kind of wanted to try it, but it was just like, I'm not too worried, to be honest. But yeah, the more I'm seeing it, the more I'm like, I would really love, because I'm really enjoying my hanging plants, especially like my string off plants. I'm really enjoying growing them out, and obviously my Hoyas. So I'd love to try this out and see. I mean, they can get really long, really beautiful. So yeah, I'd love to try this one. Oh my goodness, and the blooms as well are really, really cute. Oh my goodness, I really do love Hoya blooms. If I had a linearis that bloomed, that would be literally so cool. Obviously, first I need a linearis. Okay, and then the last Hoya. Oh, it's the one that I just added. It's the silver dollar. Yeah, that's the one I just added. I'm gonna have to look into that more because I'm literally in love. Okay, now we move on to a couple alocasia, and first of all, I've got alocasia regal shield. So let me just have a look. This is such a beautiful plant. I do want to get more into alocasia. I have only got a few, especially with the sunlight behind it on some of these pictures. Oh my goodness, absolutely stunning. I don't know if this is velvety or not, actually. I think it might be velvety. Yeah, this is just really stunning, and I actually have no idea how much they go for, so let's have a look. I'm pretty sure they'd be quite like common. Oh yeah, you can get it from Amazon for like £15. Yeah, they'd be pretty easy to pick up. Oh yeah, you can get like a 4-inch little pot from Amazon for like £10. So that is an alocasia that I would love to have one day. Okay, another one which is a fairly newish one is the alocasia watsoniana. Oh my goodness. I haven't looked into this plant much, to be honest. This is actually quite similar to the alocasia poly, just the shape is a little bit more different. I do have an alocasia poly actually, but it's literally a bulb with one tiny leaf, like as big as my finger. It's still rooting in perlite, so it doesn't really feel like I've got an alocasia poly. But yeah, the watsoniana, the veining is quite similar, but at the same time it is very different. I just love the top, like, ear, I have no idea. The top, like, ear veins are like connected, you know. I have no idea. I first didn't like this plant. I just thought it was way too much. It is beautiful, it's really stunning, especially the backs. I'm pretty sure someone mentioned you can just get like yeah, you can. I think you can get just like a velvet version. The regular watsoniana obviously is not variegated, velvety, but yeah, I think I'd rather the velvety version. I do love my velvet plants. So yeah, I mean, I'm not desperate for this plant, but if I saw this, I mean, especially because they're pretty cheap as well, so I would be pretty tempted. And then finally, we have got, which I can't remember what this one looks like, alocasia dragon's breath. Yeah, so this is very different from my other alocasia. This is a silver alocasia, and it's very, very pointed in the leaf shape, and it's just really, really beautiful and stunning and very different, like I said. Oh my word, look at that one. It actually does remind me a little bit of silver sword, a mature silver sword. Yeah, I don't know how much these go for, like the price. Let's have a look. Oh, these are pretty cheap as well. Oh, interesting. Yeah, okay. Again, would love to try that because it just looks absolutely beautiful, especially I bet as it matured it would be beautiful. I could see that becoming one of my favorites. Okay, and then we've got a few philodendron. We've got the philodendron bilietier. Pretty sure that was on the list as well. I've wanted this one for quite some time. Again, I'm not quite as obsessed as I was, but I'd still eventually definitely love to try this one. You can get the variegated one. Oh my goodness, those are stunning. I'm literally obsessed with variegated. This is just very different to my other philodendron. And I would just love the contrast of the orange stems as well with the bright green leaves and those big pointy lobes as well. I just think it looks really cool. I think it would take up a lot of space though, so I definitely don't have room for that at the minute, so yeah. Okay, then we've got philodendron ring of fire. So again, I would love a highly variegated version specimen. of this plant. These are pretty cheap now as well. They've gone down a lot in price. You can get these really cheap just from most online plant shops, but again, I would rather wait and find a highly variegated one. Yeah, but yeah, it's just really stunning. I don't have many variegated philodendrons either, so I would just love to add that to my collection, and it's just very unusual, very beautiful. And then finally we've got philodendron gigas. Actually, this was one of the ones that I really didn't like just a few months ago, really, but the more again I'm seeing it, it just sounds like the perfect what's the word, alternative to melanochrysum. I have got melanochrysum, but I just think if they're not living in a greenhouse cabinet, it is really hard to grow and to have them look somewhat nice without them getting stuck and ripping. So yeah, the gigas is absolutely stunning. It's velvety. Yeah, it's obviously very similar to melanochrysum, and so yeah, I would love to try this one day. I'd probably get this one through a trade. I don't know. I don't think these are expensive. I honestly don't really know. They're not too expensive. You could get a couple cuttings, but I don't think they're that common either. Yeah, I would love to just even try just like a one leaf cutting and try it. I think if I don't get on with my melanochrysum for the second time round, then I would definitely consider the gigas more. But my melanochrysum is doing really well because she's in a cabinet, so I don't know if I need a gigas as well as melanochrysum, as they are really similar. But for now I'm happy with my melanochrysum, really. I'm not like too desperate for the gigas just yet. Okay, and then finally we've just got a few miscellaneous ones. Well, 2 of them are Syngonium, so maybe I'll be starting a Syngonium list very soon. We'll see. But yeah, anyway, first of all, we've got the Euphorbia White Ghost, which is very different for me because I have never had a Euphorbia. I'm not a big succulent or cactus person, but this one, I think because it's obviously variegated, it's white, and that's obviously what draws me. But yeah, I just find this one so unusual and really beautiful. I don't know, I just really like this one. I have seen this pop up a few times on eBay for pretty cheap. So I think this would be quite easy to get. On eBay, $10 for a pretty decent size. So yeah, I would really love to try that one and just experiment, really, with different plants. And then final 2, we've got Syngonium actually, which I've been getting more into. And we've got the Syngonium Green Splash. It is really beautiful. I've got the Syngonium Albo and more recently the Syngonium Grey Ghost. Yeah, so this is just a really beautiful green variegated plant, and I'm not actively looking for this plant, not desperate for this one, but I would really love to try this one as I get more into Syngonium. Okay, and then final plant, we've got Syngonium Freckles. Again, it's actually really similar to Green Splash, that green variegation. It's not too popular to buy, but yeah, it looks really beautiful. It's really stunning. I just want to start experimenting and experiment with plants that I wouldn't normally buy. Some of these pictures though, wow, I mean, it is absolutely stunning. Okay, and that is all. That is my 2024 wish list. Quite a few plants. I definitely don't think I will get through that list this year. And again, I will be trying to get these plants, if any, from through trades. So yeah, we will see which plants I get this year. I have already got 5, I think. 5 plants, major wishlist plants, that I ordered, and they will be coming really soon. I'll get those in February sometime, so stay tuned for that unboxing. My first unboxing for the year. But yes, that is my wishlist for 2024. Please feel free to share what your wishlist plants are. Maybe I can add some more to my list. Maybe I've done the same for you, I don't know. But anyway, I really do hope that you enjoyed. I will see you in another video soon. Take care, bye for now.